Hey y'all, this is Jeannie. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. I am here today with a baby girl junk journal flip through. Before I get into it, I just wanted to say that I do occasionally take custom orders for journals. So if you're interested in maybe ordering a gift for someone, I will have my Instagram linked below as well as my email. So you can just message me and we can chat about that if you're interested in a custom journal order. So the friend that I made this journal for, she actually creates journals herself. She creates amazing junk journals. So I was a little intimidated. Her work is a lot more detailed, I feel like, than mine. And our styles are they're totally opposite, but I know that we love the same artists, and she's purchased several journals from me over the past few years since I started making them. So I quit worrying about it so much, and I was like, you know what? I mean, if she's purchased journals from me, she likes my journals, right? So yeah, so this is what I come up with. I went more of a, soft pastels, shabby chic kind of style. Now, again, I know that she loves to journal. She can take a packed full junk journal and it does not intimidate her. She just goes with it. So this is probably a little more packed than when you would purchase. I don't mind, filling it full, but I feel like that does intimidate some people because you don't know what to do with it when you get it. But I did, obviously, since this was a gift, I did put tons of things, but mainly because I knew that would not bother her, that she would just move around those things if she didn't want to use those. So, let's see. So this measures 7 inches by 9 inches. It's actually a pretty big journal. It has a 3-inch spine, and this is actually a larger size journal than I usually create on the norm. So, and so if you're watching this, friend, like, you might want to stop the video if you don't want to be surprised. But I feel like when you see a journal flip through and then you get it in your hands, it's totally different, anyway. So I put some glass beads, some vintage beads, some modern beads. She loves butterflies, so I put some butterflies, buttons, some pearl trim, leaf trim, just all the fun things on this tassel. And then I just collaged some really fun fabrics on the front. I put baby girl's name there. I don't really want to say the recipient's name because, for one, she might not have really said what her child's name is yet, and also she has a channel and an Instagram and a shop, but she hasn't posted in a while, and I don't know that she's shared that she's having a baby yet. So I'm letting that's her that's her news to share. So baby girl's name is Abaya. This was a piece of a vintage sheet, the edging of it. There's the back. So it just has a ribbon and lace closure. I just went ahead and doubled it up. I don't know, I feel like that gave it some fun contrast. So getting into the first page, so I just lined the inside with cardstock, did a lace belly band here, and then a pocket with this flannel fabric. Just put this little envelope, not envelope, like note, this fun little vintage button card. So again, I just created how I feel like the things she would like. So like, it does have some vintage elements, but it also has new. So I went with this pastel line of paper instead of like the normal like Maggie Holmes or bright things that I feel like I usually do. But she loves butterflies and nature, things like that. So just made a little side tuck there. So I did a lot of stamping and stitching throughout. This page is from a Lori Holt quilting book. Granny Chic, I believe. I forget the title of it. Like, I know it's the Lori Holt line of stuff. But anyways, it was a quilting book. And so I picked a couple pages that I thought would suit, you know, the child. So baby's due near Thanksgiving. So I thought little acorn block would be cute. Some avocado dyed paper. She probably dyed this for me because she dyed me a bunch a few years ago. So I was smiling. Some of the things I put in here on purpose, like that she had given me in the past. Because it's fun to see how your stuff is used, right? So there was a little Maggie Holmes sheet of paper. So I just put some gesso with a stencil here and colored it with pink paint. This is a pocket too. I do have a wax seal set, but these are not real wax seals. These are those from Dollar Tree. I need to actually staple that because it doesn't look like it's going to stay stuck. But it has a little crown for baby princess. Some fun stuff inside this packet. I won't show everything like that. I mean, there's a part of me that wants to, so you can see what to expect if you order a journal, but I'm just going to keep some things like that so she can be surprised. So she does have an amazing singing voice. And I had already picked out this page by the Whitney Houston song. And it's funny because I texted her and I was like, do you have any favorite childhood stories? And she's like, well, mostly I was singing Whitney Houston when I was a kid. I was like, oh my goodness, I literally pulled a random Whitney Houston page. So here's this fun little washi sticker. I love this paper. This is from a little golden book. Just stitch that sheet in there. Again, I did just stick some random things that you may or may not think matches this journal, but she likes eclectic things like I do. So some butterfly stickers. I thought the Bambi pages were so cute. She gifted me these little charms several years ago too, so I thought that was fun to send one back. So here's a fun little altered guest check with some things in the pocket. So that page flips out. There's a little fabric flip here with a little vinyl sticker under there. So I've used these Tim Holtz number stamps and I stamped through number 6. Obviously, if it takes her longer than 6 months to fill this up, I can mail her some, you know, the 7 through 12. But I feel like she will totally jam pack this full within the first, probably the first month. So I just put it on this little pin with some beads and just put some of these trims here so she can remove this to use those numbers. Here's a fun little applique piece. Just some more little things to use. This is a pocket right here. I don't know what I was thinking really because this is not gonna this is some vintage oh, I know what I was thinking. I was covering up this side because this was the baby shower cake out of this old magazine. But again, I mean, if she can reinforce it if she thinks it's not going to hold up as a pocket. So y'all know I love using like embroidery and lace magazine pages. Or this is from a smocking magazine. And then so I used a piece of that little smocked. I got this at an estate sale and she had started doing like a layer of a dress, and I mean, look, like, isn't that so pretty? It totally matches. So I used several of these little die cuts from, some are from Kitty Witty Papercraft and some are from Pretty Little Studio, but I just like adding those to my tabs in my kid journals especially, and some of the Christmas ones too. So this can be cut open, or I just left it like this, but one of my little napkin altered envelopes. Y'all, if I don't click this stuff back, I'll forget. There's some more fun things in that bag. So I used some of these adult coloring book pages in here. There's another pocket. I'd stamped some more images on fabric. I thought that sequin trim, I'm also doing a wedding journal right now, so I had that sequin trim out, but I thought that was cute, the little ivory sequins, and layered with some lace and another little embellishment. Some more stamping on both sides. And thank you, Lynette, if you're watching this flip through. My friend Lynette sent me tons of baby stamps, and so I'm loving using those. This is out of a I don't know, I've got some from the 40s through the 70s, little embroidery, or just vintage little magazines. So this was showing how to make those little doilies. So there's an avocado dyed bag with some fun stuff. I thought feathers would be so much fun. So again, I clipped a little feather there. So I just put some sequins and a feather there. Stamped that tag. I love how vellum pockets look on bright colored paper. And I just stitched the butterflies down the edge. Well, this is just one of my favorite little songs I used to sing to my kids. Three Little Bears. She said she does remember reading the Three Little Bears, so I put a page in here of that. Oh, this was one of those fun books from the, I think this one was from the 40s. So here's another fun little charm. This is a top-loading pocket, so I just stuck some things in there. I went ahead and covered up this side because this baby looks kind of angry to me. I mean, at first I was like, oh, how cute, but then I'm like, that baby looks kind of mad. So I covered up this side with a glassine bag. Okay, so this page I just attached where it would flip up, and some more vintage book pages. Again, she's really good at knowing how to use stuff like this. I'm not, but she's pretty creative. So I thought, well, I'll just put them in here and she can use them, or use them to create a journal with. I don't care. So here is a little belly band. This was out of a cross-stitch book. This is some fun vintage wrapping paper Lynette also sent me. I love this. It's so bright. And another little fun page. So this is the peas and carrots block. I thought, you know, maybe if this lasts a few months, baby's starting to eat, that would be cute. So some butterflies and bows. You gotta have bows, right? Look how pretty that little crochet dress is. little side pocket. This is some trim my sister gave me that is so pretty. I think that's what that's from. Here's the cover of a sewing pattern. I feel like her baby girl will have super dark hair, so that's the closest image I could find. I just altered it, kind of like I do when I'm making one of my sewing pattern journals, and I just glued it down so it could be a pocket. There's some little photo slides in here and things she can alter. Some super fun pink lace. There's some cute little buttons, the little sheep. So cute. And then lastly, this has a satin pocket. And I just gave her a piece of really pretty wallpaper border and made a little shaker card with a note, one of my altered prayer cards inside. And then I wrote the note on the back. Just made a fun shaker card for that. And yeah, so I hope that y'all enjoyed this flip through, and I hope if you are watching, friend, that you love this journal and get lots and lots of use out of it. So thank y'all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.